Hello, everyone. My name is Melissa Jones. I'm from Portland, Oregon, and was born on April 26th, 1978. I have two sisters and a brother, and we lived there until I was 10 with my mother until we relocated to Tucson, Arizona, where my father was. I stayed there until I was 18. I graduated high school in 1996, and within a year, I moved to Fort Hood, Texas, to be with my spouse, where he was stationed in the Army. We stayed there for a couple years until we decided that we wanted to get out. I became pregnant with my first child in 1999, and we moved back to Tucson, Arizona just to be around family, and had our first child. I was a stay-at-home mom for several years, and my spouse decided that he wanted to do the reserves, and during that time he got called to deploy for the first time in 2003 when I had just found out that I was pregnant with our second child. We stayed there through the deployment. And when he returned, we decided to move to Payson, Arizona, where we were all alone out in the middle of nowhere at a camp, raising our two kids, kind of getting back to life after a deployment. But we realized that we missed the Army. So he enlisted again, and we moved to Fort Lewis, Washington, where he deployed again, and we stayed. It was nice because it was close to family. My brother was still living there at the time, and stayed there for a couple years. And I was still a stay-at-home mom until we relocated again back to Fort Hood, Texas, where we stayed yet another 4 years. Did another 2 deployments. My kids started school, and so I started working. Never really found exactly what I wanted to do. And just had a lot of management jobs while my kids were little, and I could still be there for them. About 5 years ago, we then relocated to Fort Campbell, Kentucky. And while I was getting situated, really realized that I wanted to go back to school. I'm majoring in psychology and biology because I find neuroscience fascinating. And so I began studying about a year ago. And currently work actually at the university at the bookstore. I'm the assistant manager, and I just help departments get the items that they need for their students' curriculum or just different materials. I manage the day-to-day running of the bookstore, as well as the employees that are there. I have spoken several times at Rose or just different functions on campus to kind of reach out and say what the bookstore has to offer. But I am really looking forward to honing in my skills. I tend to be pretty outgoing and don't get too nervous if I really know what I'm talking about, or I have experience speaking, but I do really look forward to what I can learn in this class. And just like I said, hone my skills. So thank you for listening.